All right, test 1 2, test 1 2. All right, so my audio is coming through good. It's great to see you guys. I'm going to try to turn my camera on to see if this bandwidth. All right, let's see. I can see me. This is my first time doing a gaming stream, so I want to see if my bandwidth's going to be able to handle this. Let's see, that might help. All right. So yeah, it's been a while, everybody. I'm trying to switch up some content, and I saw a couple of games that I wanted to download and play. So let's see, get my phone out of the way here. I can hear my audio coming through. Yeah, so it's been a while. I got some music and stuff actually lined up. I probably might do some karaoke possibly tomorrow. But yeah, I want to see how this game looks. So yeah, this is called The Operator. It's a Steam game, and it's pretty. It's actually a pretty interesting game. I already went through it and I played it, and I just wanted to see what it would look like to share it with you guys. I got a whole bunch of other games that I got downloaded, so yeah, I'll start adding some of that into my content. And if you guys don't also know, I was thinking about doing some music reviews and possibly like movie reviews and different things like that. So if you guys don't know, Justin Bieber dropped a new album today. It's on YouTube. If you guys haven't noticed, saw it, and that one is called. Let me look on my phone. I was putting some stuff on my Discord. Now let's see here. Yeah, let's see. Music. We've got his new album is called Swag. He's actually got some new songs and stuff. It's actually really good. I was really surprised. It's definitely a grown-up version of Justin Bieber. And some other new music that came out. If you guys don't know, Tech9 has a new album out as well. It's called, what is this one called? 5816 Forest. So if you guys are into rap and Tech Nine, we also got let's see, who is this? MGK. He's got a new song called Vampire Diaries. It actually wasn't too bad. Ed Sheeran dropped his new music lyric video today for his song Sapphire. Joyner Lucas, and let's see, this is Joyner Lucas, J Balvin, DaBaby, and Fireboy. Time is Money. And if you guys also don't know, Clips dropped his new album. And like I said, it's pretty banging. Him and Pusha T. So yeah, they're coming out. Like I said, they got some pretty cool songs on there too with Pharrell. So yeah, that's some new tunes if you guys want to go check that stuff out. So yeah, let's get on with the game. And like I said, this is more for me than anything. If you guys don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to stick around. Alright, so here we go. New game. Let's see how this works. Come on, respond. Yes. Okay. Man, let's see how this goes.
Answer my questions as usual. One for yes, two for no. Do you understand? Do you believe
Hey, Nene.
in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you male? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you
Interesting.
good? He's ready.
Oh. Alright. This game is actually pretty fun when I played it. I got some hacking games too. So again, they're close enough to hacking. This one here is pretty cool because, like I said, it's FBI stuff, or FDI. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:30 a.m. All right, let's see. All right, so let's log into this system here. So it looks like we're Evan Tanner. Type in some type of password. And let's log in. Try this out. I got the blueprints. That's been a fun game too. That one's pretty long. Well, let's see. Welcome to the FDI. If you see, you were assigned the operator program. Please read the following documents before proceeding. The program supervisor will contact you with further instruction. Let's read the welcome. Welcome to the FDI operator program. This is a secure monitoring federal government terminal. All unauthorized access is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. Sharing of any information from the terminal with unauthorized personnel is forbidden and also subject to criminal prosecution. What is the operator program? The operator program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? Agents call the hotline, okay? And then the call is dispatched to secretaries to verify agent's identity, clearance level, and request. The request is forwarded to the supervisor. The supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. A direct line is established between the agent to the operator, and once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. Well, looks like we're getting a phone call from Mike Trench, the director. Let's close this out.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
Sorry, I'm not following. I'm never going to drink again. Let's see, I guess that's why my head hurts.
What? You seriously don't remember? You wanted to celebrate your new job, and I quote, properly. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else.
Well, of course not.
You understand, right?
Of course. See, of course, Mike. I mean Director Trench. We're not going to call him by his name. Sure, by the way, how much does this pay? I guess the tables have turned, haven't they? Let's try that one.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about that. Well, that was a long time ago. We're no longer kids working summer jobs back home, are we? But I promise, Evan, right hand to God, I'll be a better boss than you were. Well, I better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day, all right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking my stream, see how this is going. Okay. So thanks. Talks to you later, Mike. Don't worry about me, Director Trench. Let's do that. All right. Line's done. Now we got another phone call. Xavier Skinner. He's our supervisor.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program?
See, unfortunately, not really, no. I've read the welcome documents, sir. Let's do that.
You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions?
Nope. When do I start? I think I'm ready, sir. Let's do that.
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we?
Yes.
I want you to find my age.
Okay.
This objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective.
Okay.
Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner. Yes, just like that.
All right.
You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck,
Now,
though I'm hoping this won't happen often.
it won't happen
I'm
often,
giving you
sir.
access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here. You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age.
Okay, let's find
When you
his
find
age.
the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
Okay. So we go application, human database. Let's pull this over here. And let's say his name is Xavier Skinner. So let's look that up. Xavier Skinner. Okay, it's searching. And it looks like he's 48. So let's do that. Let's put the box there. Connect. Bingo.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
All right. Of course, Supervisor Skinner. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. Of course. All right. FBI headquarters. And it looks like we're going to be doing this over like a 4-day span. That's what the game does, 4 days. Yeah, let's see, we got a new call.
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
All right. Okay, I look forward to this challenge.
I'm patching the agent through now.
Okay.
It's Operator Tanner, right?
Alexander Pandro. See? That's right, Agent Pandal.
I don't think our
Pindal.
paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival, is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar, and some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
Yeah, let's see if we can find an ID. Let's see.
Thanks, operator. Okay, I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
Alright, she's gonna send us over the files. Okay. Here's the bar. We got a name list, and we got a cam. Let's see.
That's the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long, and to be honest, I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it.
That's
But
it.
I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
It's redacted. Then we got some of these crossed out. And then notice we got some that are circled, see? So LA Bell. Again, okay. We'll look up the list later. Let's look at the cam footage she's got. Okay, car pulls up. Guy runs in. Boom! Shoots him. Runs back off. Takes off in the car.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl.
Alright, so let's try to analyze this.
Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis.
Okay, so it's looking at the face.
Looks like our victim is Henry Jenkins.
Yeah, Henry Jenkins.
For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
Okay. Henry Jenkins. Okay. So if we could see the shooter. So if we can figure out who that is. Okay, look, we got a face. See if we can find him in the database here.
The footage quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator.
Low quality.
You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
Alright, so we can't see anything with the face. But what about that car? Let's see if we can see anything on the car. Like a license plate. Bingo! See, there's the license plate. So CPO 481. It's in circulation. Toyota Corolla hatchback. The owner is Ray Wells. So now we got the person's name. The car belongs to Ray Wells.
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
Alright, so let's see if we can look up Ray Wells in the database, see if we got an address on him. Now, that's the distributor's address. Alright, so let's see if we look this up. If we can look up old Ray Wells. Looks like place of birth. Last known address, 130. So just see here. Select this. Bingo.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Just doing my job. Good luck.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either.
All right.
I'll contact you later with your next request.
Understood, supervisor. What do you mean? I'll do better next time. All right. By 32. We got a most wanted list. Discover any information during your shift. My help. Inform supervisor at once. So let's see here. Fred Skwarensky, a Wilson Boulder, a Hal. Let's look. Answer the phone.
Tanner, I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Of course.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
Hello to you too. Sorry, I don't understand.
Who
Oh,
are you?
wow. Who is this guy? Operator Tanner at your service?
Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this.
Can you tell me something about the case, agent?
I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Abducted by aliens? Is it Dryfield, Nevada? Where is that at?
Middle of nowhere. Hot as hell, sandy.
Hmm.
Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns.
People actually think the aliens were involved. Yeah, let's see.
Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
I thought she was missing.
She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator.
Yeah. Well,
Lucky me, right?
yes, sir. Yeah. So what am I looking for?
There's something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men. Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
Okay. I'm on it.
Here are the files.
Okay, he's sending the files over. Let's take a look at these files. So we got a testimony, a phone record, and a camera. So let's look at the camera footage here. Okay, so that's video footage. Okay, so here's the picture footage. Oh, we got something here, like there. I don't see anything there. Nothing really suspicious there. Is that what they were saying? Yeah, it looks like something like a flying saucer, maybe, but it could be doctored. And let's look at this. Okay, here's a timestamp. Oh, this was taken on February 5th at 9:19. That one's 9:43. That's at 10. Y'all notice something here, though? Look at the dates. That was on the 5th. So, were they on a vacation? Because that don't pop up till the 21st. Okay, that's different. Let's hit these settings here. Okay, we can change. We can lighten the picture. Okay. Let's look through this. Okay, this is Connie Moore. This is her testimony. Following Connie Moore's reappearance on 3/5 of 1992, we recorded her eyewitness testimony concerning her supposed alien abduction. Connie Moore, the victim, Agent Barry Walker, well, that's Barry Walker here, in charge of the investigation, and Brittany Holt, the FBI transcriber. Can you tell us more about the day you disappeared? I was hiking in the desert out of the day field. Sometimes I do that to clear my head, or to take photos. Photography is sort of a hobby of mine. And is that your camera? Agent Walker points to the camera on the table. Yes, it is. What else do you remember about that day in the desert? Well, it's a little blurry, but I wanted to hike around. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to hike around Mount Maury. Remember, that's really beautiful at this time of year. Where's my water? Alright. Alright. Let's see what else we're reading. I heard a loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was moving so fast, their ship, the UFO. Then I think it landed to the east. I decided to head over and see if I could see anything else. Maybe get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. See, then what? Not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know is I'm waking up in some kind of room and I can't move. Was there someone with you in this room? I don't think so. I don't like to think about it, but yes, that there were all around me, the aliens. What did they look like? The room was so bright, like I was looking into the sun. I only saw silhouettes. Can you describe them? Now, this sounds kind of familiar, right? Remember what we saw at the very beginning? Talking about lights? And again, we should always be skeptical, you know. And you described them as the best that you can. See, they were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbingly. Actually, I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about it. See, what do you remember about the room? It was white. I mean, entirely white, antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing, just whiteness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was so scared. I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do. They study humans. What else do you remember? They had all these strange voices, sort of mechanical. There was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Can you tell us anything else, Connie? Not really. Next thing I remember, I was waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing, maybe because of their drugs and mind probes. I just wandered around out there. Luckily, somebody found me. Might have died from dehydration. Then I suddenly called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. Okay, let's look at the phone record. The phone tower pings the timestamps the day of Connie's disappearance, which was February 5th. From that day, she reappeared on March 5th. There were no pings between the time of her disappearance on February 5th to her reappearance on March 5th, 327. So February 5th, 8:45 was the last ping. 327 was the first ping disappearance at 4:01. So if we look here, the 327, 356, here's that area of Dryfield. Here she was at Mount Maury. All right, give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Had to go feed an animal, feed a horse. Okay, so where were we? So we're sitting here. She's in Mount Mori. I said it was around 2, so 11:56. And it's back here at 4:01. Okay. So, what was his question? There's something that doesn't add up. So one thing that we did notice was that picture, right? If we come back here, both these were made on the 21st, but that last picture, as you see, was on the 5th, or not the 5th, the 21st. The other two was on the 5th. So that's a discrepancy. So let's point that out. See what he says.
Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared.
Mhm.
Clearly, she didn't.
No, she did.
Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe your brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Okay, so when we just noticed that, she said, let's come back to that phone record. This is the map. Remember, she said by Mount Maury, which that means that would have been right about here at 10:15.
All right. I'll check this spot out.
Yeah, he's gonna go check it out.
Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn balls.
Whoa, what's happening? Uh-oh, what just happened to the system? Why are we rebooting? The secure boot check-in failed. See that up at the big top? Uh-oh, this ain't good. What I think we just got hacked, boys. I think we just got hacked. Oh, lordy. Woohoo! Hacked by how? Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Hello, Evan. Hey, how do you know my name? Who the heck are you? Yeah, how do you know my name? I know many things about you, Evan. So you're hacking into the FDI. See, what do you want? Now, what does he want? It's simple. I want the truth. The truth? Now, what are you talking about? Let me show you something. Do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? Yeah. You didn't see her name, did you, Evan? Connie Moore. The abducted woman. What's he talking about? Connie Moore. That's who the detective was talking. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? But you find it a little curious that her name happens to be on this list. I'm also going to assume you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. What? I didn't notice, no. Did he kidnap them? Did he kidnap them? Did you kidnap them, Hal? Don't be ridiculous. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Maybe an annoying fly. One last thing, and this is the most important part. There's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. Yeah, we saw that on the list. That name is the key to understanding everything. Huh? I have to go now, Evan. I'll be in touch soon. Promise. What is going on, Hal? Don't go, tell me more. We'll catch you, Hal. Yeah, I want to know more, though. I gotta log back in. See, that was weird, guys. That was very weird. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, let's type back in password. Okay. So we just got hacked. It's crazy. And let's answer the phone. Xavier, supervisor.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut.
Yeah,
And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened?
don't know. See, how hacked my term? Now, we don't want to say that. Just say my computer just crashed.
I see. I'll have IT look into that at once.
Okay, yeah,
The
that's
second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
See you tomorrow, Supervisor Skinner. And we can power off our computer. We can go home for today. Okay, let's hang up that call. I want to look at this FBI's Most Wanted because we didn't get to finish looking at that. Because I noticed that name Hal. See? Name Hal, real name unknown. Wanted for various crimes of cyber terrorism committed against the federal government and other organizations. There's a reward of $150,000 for any valid information. $1.5 million for any information leading to an arrest. Should be considered extremely dangerous. Who's this? Snorish. Leader of the Seventh-day Healers cult. Software ties to extortion, drug, and sex trafficking and weapons. Amassing. They last seen moments before the FBI swarmed her cult's compound in Bart, Texas. $45,000 for any valid information. $175,000. Okay, anybody else? Wilson has run numerous murders committed in the early 80s, connection with an organized crime group, also connected to a drug distribution and other illegal activities in the Boston, Massachusetts area. A reward of $25,000 for any valid information, $75,000 for any information leading to an arrest. And then to Fred Smorkinski, wanted for mailing and hand delivering several explosive devices to federal buildings and universities. Smorkinski, just like the Unabomber. Last known residence in Wellington, Montana. $10,000 for any valid information, $50,000 for any information. All right. Okay, so I just wanted to look at that before we went. Okay, so Hal, definitely a hacker. Now, I didn't want to say anything to our supervisor or director, because, we don't want to bring attention to ourselves. Well, hopefully, and we'll see how this goes. Yeah, we'll keep this to ourselves for right now. Let's power off our computer. Let's go home for today. Like I said, there's 4 days, so this will be day 2 when we start the next one. Very blurry for some reason. I don't know why we can't see. Here, cat. Some in the microwave. Smoking a cigarette. Let's see, we're almost 44 minutes in. Been streaming for about 2 hours. I want to save some time, and then, like I said, I can pick up if we don't finish all this in one setting. Evan's apartment, 6 a.m. Okay, so we're waking up in the morning. Yeah, headquarters, Washington, D.C. Okay, gotta start our day. No secure boot check-in. Okay, okay. Everything looks good here. Alright. Let's log in. Hopefully we don't get hacked again. Oh, that won't be good. You would think our security would be a lot more secure, right? Okay. There's Mike again. Director.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
Yeah. I don't think Supervisor Skinner likes me. Actually, I think it went pretty well. Yeah, I think it went pretty well.
All right. That's what I like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here.
No problem.
I gotta run. But hey, great job. And just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Thanks, buddy. Of course, Director Trent. Say, we're not going to call him Mike. Just say Director Trent. All right. Let's see. Here we go again. Xavier. Mr.
Operator
Skinner.
Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case.
Oh, okay.
I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly.
Oh, okay.
Time to cut the umbilical cord.
That's great.
However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity.
Of course. Supervisor Skinner. Okay. Here's Agent Pendle.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what?
What?
Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning.
Oh, wow.
Shot. Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Missing? Has it been tampered? What part's missing? What's she talking about?
Well, the most important part. Where Wells is shot. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Yeah, let's look at this video. Part of it's missing. And let's look at this. Parking. There's the cam. Yeah, let's look at this footage. And let's see what we see here. Okay, there he is standing by the pillar. It just blanks out. Yeah, he's just dead. Oh. Unalived. What happened? Yeah, the video footage just goes out. All right. So this is the first part. Let's scrub through it. Okay. He's just standing there. It's like he's waiting for something. You'll see anything in the background or... Let's see. Okay, now it goes out. Well, let's see what happens when it comes back. See, there he's down. Did we miss something here? See, it comes back. And he's down. And then there's blood coming. Wait a minute. Did y'all see that? Yeah, wait. Watch. The light. Look. Here's the lights up here on top, right? Look at them over here. Because if you look at the shadow on this car, watch, it's going to get darker. So let's scrub. Now watch when it comes back on. Tell me if y'all notice this too. Right there. See, it's darker. Yeah, see, there's a light. That light's out. Is somebody over here in the shadow? Did anybody else notice that? Look, let's do it one more time. So, right here, see? Look at the windshield. See, there's a light on the windshield. 1, 2, 3, 4. See these lights? So that one's lit. But watch when it comes back up. He's still there. But when it comes back up, boom. See how the windshield's not bright anymore. And he's down. Did somebody shoot him from this side? Why was that light out? Yeah, let's point this out. Actually, let's do the first part. Let's see if she notices this. See, the lights are off in the second part.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, check it out for us. Let's see what she's going to find out.
Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework.
Is that
I'm
right?
sending you a photo.
Yeah, send us a photo.
Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Yeah, let's look at this bullet, what she's talking about here. Okay. Let's look at this picture. We can click on it. Bullet is in the light. It's a .45 caliber. Okay, so let's put this right here. Bingo. Let's send it to her.
45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway.
At
Thanks
38.
for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
Yeah. Oh, it's Hal. Oh no, not you. Leave me alone. Now, let's see what Hal wants. Let's see. Hello, Hal. Look, I have a deal to offer you. One that I think you'll find interesting. And we don't want no deals, see? I'm not interested, Hal. See, what do you mean? Go on, I'm listening. I'm not interested, Hal. Oh well, you should be. You see, we share a common goal. You, me, and the FDI. You just don't know it yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll help you with the Wells case. What? Well, you have to help me later when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? See, Pindle can use the hell. Why would I want to help a criminal? How could you help me? Yeah, I can't do anything illegal. You won't be. I mean, apart from working with me, the world's most wanted hacker. See, Pindle could use the help. What do you guys think? Should we work with a hacker? Because not all hackers are bad. You understand? There's black hats and then there are ethical ones. I don't know their motive. And again, yeah, why are they reaching out to us? Is it because we're new? It's kind of... See, I don't know. Let's see how they could help us. How could you help me? I have access to the surveillance from the garage. What? I mean, all of the footage. How did they get all of the footage? Yeah, how did they get it? How did you get it? I don't have time to go into the technical details. No offense, but you probably wouldn't understand anyway. Well, actually, I would, but... Will you do the deal or won't you? I need your answer and I need it now. Pinocchio, she needs the help, so... This will make us look good. Yes, she could. And you would be her knight in shining armor. Well, we want to find out what's going on. So what I'll do is, I'll go ahead and put this big, juicy missing part back in, so you can watch it and solve this crime. I'll help you, if you help me. Yeah, it's going to look suspicious, though. It was missing footage. Let's see here. Won't this look suspicious? Somebody asked how you got the missing footage. Just say the analysis software restored it. Oh, that's a good point. It's supposed to be cutting edge. Anyway, right? That's true. Yeah, let's say fine, whatever. I need you to say it, Evan. Say we have a deal. Oh boy. I don't want to cost us our job. You understand, guys, if we do this, we're an FBI agent here. We can go to prison for a very long time. But we can't solve this case. No harm, no foul, right? Yeah, we have a deal, Hal. Let's do it. Now give me a few seconds to run my script. Run his script. It's injecting source code, starting a daemon, receiving these files. Okay, he's uploading this to us. He's patching the file. Done. Alright. The missing footage has been magically restored. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back in a little later to collect my data. Until then... What the... Yeah, let's check this out. Did we got the actual whole footage now? Okay, he's standing there, y'all see. It's not what the? Yeah, wait a minute, there's a car. What's going on? Whoa! A car pulled up. That's how we got shot. I was thinking it was somebody from the back where the lights were. Hey, did you all see that? Look. A car. Yeah, let's pause it for a second. Can we see anything on the car? Wait, we can see the driver. Then he shoots. Look, we got a face. Can we identify the driver?
I see that you ran the facial recognition software.
Oh, crap.
And 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later. But go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Okay.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get this?
See, that's what we don't want. We have to explain this away. So our software recovered the missing part. Hal found the footage. No. Magician, yeah, let's say our software.
Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
And thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Don't mention it. Just doing my job, Agent. Yeah, see. Oh boy. Oh, guys, I don't know. I don't know. Hal's gonna get us in trouble. Oh, there's Hal again. Now, about that dead Evan. Crap. Already? I'll help you later. Let's just get this over with. Okay, go ahead, Hal. I'm listening. Let's see. Let's just try to get this over with. Good. Now, I'm going to connect you to another FBI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Call 1-877-222-19.1898. No secure. Okay, so this is going to be some type of SSH core. So let's see, terminal. All right, so let's type this in. See how it is. We want to call, and what is it again? 1-877-187 spy 222 spy 19598. No secure. Oops. Okay. Initializing resolve. It's calling out.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
What's this all about? What's this all about?
Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground.
What?
And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
The timing sounds a little strange. Could be just a coincidence? That does sound a little strange.
Well, it gets worse.
What?
So I started looking into the fire, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name.
Mia.
Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FBI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's why I'm hoping you can help me.
How do you know it's not an accident? Why would Hal help you with this? Yeah, how does she know Hal? Well, why would Hal be involved?
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway.
What?
You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the Human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
So Mia and Sasha. Yeah, let's look them up. So the human database. So let's type in Mia Cole. Mia Cole, female, 31, 121 pounds. But see, we don't have the clearance. There's no information. It just says she's dead. And Sasha. There's nothing there. Don't have clearance. I don't have the clearance level.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole.
Yeah.
But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
How can we access their case files? Yeah, I don't...
You'll take a look then?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
Now, let's ask Hal. Let's see. How can I access the co-files? Funny. I was just working on this very thing. So, it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files. But, I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. Okay. Mode immediately. Select. Okay, start from the cases where the ID. Just looking in the database. Yeah, see, not in this chat of it. In the chat with Andrews. No offense. But, how did you get this job? Okay. I was just wondering why they had it typed there. Alright, let's look over here. /?. That one's wrong because there's no quotes. Right there, see quote. Download -FL. Alright. Select star from cases. Where the ID is 9XQ LAC 9X0. That's wrong. So it's this one. Make sure she's typing in the right one. Let's see.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Yeah. Alright, so here's this fire picture. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. The following report by Agent Andrews and modified. It's redacted. February 27, 1992. Conclusion. Death caused by accidental fire, stemming from malfunctioning wiring in the victim's oven. See, that is very odd. Wiring in the oven. Catherine Andrews. We don't get... The notes are redacted. The fire started on February 25th, 1992 around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12. An hour and 12 minutes. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimum evidence remained at the scene. A single victim identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed no anomalies. Attributing the cause of her death to the fire, no other signs of physical trauma were found. No indications of a forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. Fire response team's report referred to the report, concluded that the fire originated from the faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. That is odd. Let's see, ring. See the inscription, Sasha and Misha. So they were married, is engraved on the inside. So that's Mia. We can't see Sasha. An ash sample. What is this? Chemical analyzer. So you've opened a chemical sample. We have automatically given you access to the CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications in the top left menu. Please review the user manual relative to the chemical sample for proceeding. Let's look at this manual, see what they're talking about here. This user manual for the chemical analysis provides guidance on proper use and operation, but does not replace the proper training and handling chemicals. Manufacturers and authors of this manual cannot be held liable for injuries, damages, or losses resulting from the use and the instrument of chemicals in a manner in accordance with the manual of application and the regulations. Welcome to the manual. Blah, blah, blah. This manual is designed to provide you with the information you need to safely and effectively use the instruments to perform a chemical analysis. Please read this manual carefully before using the ChemScan LCA and allow the instructions for the safe and proper. Okay. If you have any questions or concerns, okay. How to use. Open the sample in the dedicated sample software. Input the appropriate settings for your sample using the formulas found thereafter. Start the analysis process. Note that this may take some time. Once the analysis is complete, open the CSLA data report application. Input the results. Okay, initiate the calculation. Data report. Turn your chemical composition of the sample. Sample characteristics may proper, okay, ion size. The appropriate ion size depends on the sample and type stay for a liquid sample. 2.0 for organic and non-organic samples. For a solid sample, typically around 6.0, the material is organic. We set to 3.5 to avoid damaging the sample. For a gaseous sample, the size must not exceed 1.3. Organic sample weight in grams times 100. Liquid sample, you set 1/3 of the delta V. Set half of the delta V. The gaseous sample is supposed to be twice the delta V. Sample matrix size. Using an older version. Okay, how to read the test results. Give the results analysis such as pH, radioactivity, and etc. Those values are going to be used by the data report. Okay. Open the data report software and input CCTV pH in order to calculate. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. In order. So highest to lowest intensity spikes. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold. Pointer to calculate the frequencies. Okay. Alright, let's try this. See if we got a good understanding of this. So, let's open this application. So the CCTV, let's see if we put this over here, bring this over this way, put this like right there. Okay. So, let's see. The CCTV. So let's start. Let's see. let's look at this again here. Close that out. Okay. So look, it's not liquid, it's a solid sample. So this is the ion size right here. Around 6.0. If the material is organic, the ion size must be set to 3.5. This is ash though, so we're going to say 6. Let's go. 6.0. Okay. Now how do we figure out this delta V? For a liquid sample 2.0, solid sample, the ion size must be set to 3.5 to avoid damaging. Must not exceed. The delta V can be calculated for an organic by 250 for a non-organic grams times 100. So the sample weight, does it tell us? Oh, okay, wait a minute. I was missing this right here. There's our weight, 4.2. Okay, so 4.2 times 100. So we know 4.2, 42, just add the 0 because it's times 100, so that's 420. Okay. Let's see, how do we figure out the threshold? Math is our friend, guys. Math and science. So threshold. For liquid samples, threshold should be set to 1/3 of the delta V. For solid samples, should be set to half. So that'll be what, 210? Right? Yeah, it'd be half. So half of that would be 210. Let's look at our sample matrix. The default value of the matrix size is 5. If you're using an older version, 1.03 or lower, you must set the matrix size to 4. The default value is 5, so we're going to say 5. This is, let's see. Does it tell us what version? 1.04, so yeah. Okay. Let's start it. Okay. Hmm. $71, 100, analyzing, chemical composition, done. Okay, let's look at the results. Okay, so ash sample. Remember we just read about this, how to read the results. The data report software, DH, right? They entered in the highest to lowest spike, intensity spike. So highest, then here, then here, then here. Okay. There you go. So, If we got to go lowest to highest, right? All right, let's fill in the numbers. So CCTV 901. So we see that right there. pH is 6.5. And then we go lowest to highest, right? So we're looking at about what? It gets red. Why is it going red? 924. Okay, 9.24. 9.24. This one we're looking at. I don't know. I'm trying to get right on the tip. 2.45, I'm thinking there. Kind of guessing here. Okay, 1.55. And this last one, 10.5. Is that right? No. 10.6. 6.2. 6.3. 6.2, I think. Alright, let's see. Let's calculate it, see if this works. Cellulose, composition cellulose. Composition 2 is gasoline. So it has cellulose, which is wood, and gasoline. Well, of course, that's going to start a fire. Why would that be in the ash? You would think with wood, but why would there have been gasoline? That was an igniter. Let's show her this. That wasn't no accident. Let's see what she says.
I knew it. Faulty wiring my... You know what. This was no accident.
No, definitely no
Someone
accident.
started this fire and killed Mia. Why?
Why? What are you going to do now? Why are you doing this? Why is Hal helping you? I still want to know that.
I can't talk about that, operator. Not now. When the time is right, Hal will let you know. I'm sure. But what we're doing here, it's important. You see that, right? It matters to me.
Yeah, I can see it matters to you. Yeah, how so?
I grew to know her.
Mhm.
Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved.
Yeah, I get
That's what
it.
they teach you at the academy. Almost from the start. Usually, I do.
What's going on? Tanner. Tanner, are you falling asleep? She's talking, he's zoning out. Sent to the baby and thought of her raising the child on her own after everything that happened. It got to me. And then one day she and the baby were suddenly gone. Someone killed them. Wow. So she had a baby.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, anyway, thanks, operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I'm feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Good luck, Agent Andrews. Very odd. Why did they zone out like that? That's very. Here's Hal again. So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done. Evan, maybe there's hope for you yet. See, the way the FBI has handled the cold case, it's strange, don't you think? There must be a good reason. It does seem suspicious. I want to do my job. I just want to do my job. But solving cases is doing your job. So is making your victims get the justice they deserve. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted. And I hacked into your computer, I get it. Yeah, okay, yeah. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee? Sorry. If I didn't have a good... Yeah, see, again, I am low-level. And then they're not asking information, but see, that's what they usually do. They go after the law. To make my life a living hell, earn a few extra bucks. I don't have no idea how, to be truthful. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward? No. But it's too late. You're in too deep. Oh, crap. Here's our director.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Of course, Director Trent.
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
We're not going to mention how. I wanted to catch up on the case. Yeah, let's see.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole.
Why?
It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
Is he in on this or something? Because that's very odd that he would say, like, why don't they want us checking this out? Notice, this database is supposed to have all this information, but we evidently don't have security clearance to be able to view it. But that's the second time. Yeah, see, something's not adding up here. Absolutely.
I'll talk to you later.
We definitely don't want to lose our job and get ourselves fired. I know that was probably, difficult lying to your friend, but you did the right thing. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something that only 2 other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FBI. They used to work here. What do I do now, Hal? You were in the FBI? I can't tell you more for the moment, but yes, I was. As improbable as that seems, water in my voice. So what do I do now? So they're telling us the truth, which we don't know, but they used to work here, which makes sense. They know a lot of how the system's set up. I'll be in touch later, Oven. Huh. We're an hour and a half in. I think It's 4 days, so I think I might end after the end of this one. This is the end of the second day. Let's see here. Answer. And then we'll pick up again
So who
on my
the
next
hell
stream.
am I talking to this time?
Still Operator Tanner. Tanner here, Agent Walker.
Good. You haven't been fired.
No, sir.
I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert.
Uh-huh.
You remember, right?
Yes, sir.
Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that.
Imagine that.
But I did find something else.
Something disturbing?
You could say that.
Oh.
You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist. They look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. Lo and behold,
another body.
This time they find an entire skeleton.
Wow.
Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
They found a body and the skeleton? Yeah, how many corpses are out there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones.
Wow.
If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
They found a body and a skeleton.
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner.
Oh,
Real
wow.
young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Yeah, I can try. I consider it done.
Let me send you the files.
And I just noticed something here.
Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
Alright, I'll move me over here. So you guys can see the text. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this graveyard. See what comes up. Okay, body 1. Here's the autopsy report. Let's see what this says.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now.
Oh, wow, 9.
Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Okay. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Wow. They buried a kid. That's crazy. I don't know. What's this? See, look, it's Henry Jenkins. Yeah, and he's dead. See, it's not odd. His name pops up again. got a badge. There's a R&D director. BM Technologies. What is BM Technology? Excuse me. Okay. See Henry Jenkins. See Research and Development Director at BM Technology. Huh. Message on the back. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. Good hands now. Gabby. Who is Gabby? Wait a minute. Remember we had that list. Yeah, through here. Actually, let's see if we type down Gabby. A Gabby Bruce. Gabby Bruce and a Gabby Mills. See right there. Gabby Bruce. Gabby Mills. Let's look them up. Holy crap, right there she is. Gabby Bruce. Born in 1982, 9 years old. That's her name.
How did you find this, Tanner?
Her name's on a list from another case.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does.
It is weird.
But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Yeah, right there. The metacarpal bone. Remember? We heard that. That is deformed. That'll distinguish her.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Brings sheer heart.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on out here? What's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Let's see. Quentin Spence. Let's look it up. See, that is crazy. Look right there. Why are all these people's names popping up? And look, we're seeing a pattern here too. A line. So they're dead. The cross out means they're dead. And let's show it.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out.
Right.
Can you figure out what that business means?
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I could think. Let's look up Quentin Spence, because we're seeing it with our victims. See, missing. He's missing. So the marking outs are missing.
Be about 100 names like that.
Yes.
That number matches the stones. God damn.
This is crazy.
And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
See, what's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat. With some, you're never gonna guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now, the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way.
Alright. Now let's check this disc out, what he's talking about.
There you go.
Let's look at the Quentin Spencer stuff. There's a floppy disk 1, floppy disk 2. Okay, floppy disk 1. Floppy disk 2. And what is that? On this floppy disk, upon my arrival at the Bio-M facility, warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins. Yeah, right, Henry Jenkins. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate and talented scientist, even in his subsidiary role. During our meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138. Right there, FMP 1138, a key component of his research project. So this is some type of research on these deaths. Although he did not disclose much, I have these impressions that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed with the subjects and procedures are in place. Dr. Illes, the facility's director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. What? The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be a shortage of resources. Oh, no shortage of resources. Are they? It seems like they're using these people on the list for. I am truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of science. Now, this is very creepy. The AMPA receptor is a crucial component of accelerated synaptic transmission and plasticity in the brain. As a glutamate-gated ion channel, it mediates fast synaptic transmission and contributes to synaptic plasticity by modulating the strength of synaptic connections between neurons. Dysfunctions of AMPA receptors has been implicated in various neurological and psychiatric disorders, including Alzheimer's disease, depression, and schizophrenia. Representation of the AMPA receptors. Selective AMPA receptor Potentiators represent a promising class of compounds in the treatment of these disorders, as they enhance the AMPA receptor's function and improve the synaptic plasticity. FMP 1138 is a non-selective AMPA receptor potentiator has shown promising results in preclinical studies. It has been demonstrated to enhance AMPA receptors will improve synaptic plasticity in vitro and vivo. In this study, we sought to explore the potential therapeutic effects of FMP 1138 on neuronal connectivity. Specifically, we aim to investigate whether FMP could enhance symbolic connectivity and promote the formation of new synapses. And to accomplish this, we used a combination of electrophysical imagining, behavior assays, neuron functions, and connectivity. Our result demonstrated that FMP enhances synaptic connection and promotes the formation of new synapses of the vitro and vivo. Especially, we observed increase the frequency and amplitude of EAPs and culture of neurons, indicating enhancement of synaptic transmission. Furthermore, we found that FMP 1138 promoted the formation of new synapses in neurons, increasing the number. You're talking about like Alzheimer's. Like, forget it. To unlock the full potential at 105 kilohertz maximum. In vivo, we found the FMP 1138 current to function better additional mice and treated spine density. There's a whole bunch of medical jargon. Taken together, our findings suggest represents a promising therapeutic agent for the treatment of neurological psychiatric disorders characterized. Yeah, there's definitely study in humans. Okay, 500 hertz. The results demonstrate FMP significantly increased the frequency and amplitudes enhancements. Potential improve. Okay. The graph displays the results of a study. This is medical stuff. I'm noticing something though. See this pattern here? It matches this, see? See the lock? There's some type of code. FMP 1138. Yeah, wait a minute. Bingo. Look. The disc. See? It's the same pattern. This key. See, that's a key. That's a lock. It's a code. That was like these pictures are the same. So let's see. If we put this to unlock the... right there. Line them up. To unlock the files, use 105 Indian. We can unlock it. That's it. 105 in Indian. So let's go back to that. This one's locked. That's the code. Now let's type that in. 105 ENDIAN. Let's see if it unlocks it. Bingo! We're in. My confessions. Let's read this. If you are reading this, it means I am no longer living, and that I have been buried in the dry-filled desert like the other subject. Now we're understanding more what's going on. Turn that audio down a little bit there, that background music. It means I am no longer living, and that I have been buried in the dry-filled desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was the head of operations at the biomedical facility. I am writing this letter because I am about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I've deserved this punishment. What the? I am sick, so sick of everything that we have done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I'm not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of my responsibility in this matter. Said that guy was in a white lab jacket. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You now have the power to stop this. Please do not be as cowardly as I was. They Spence. Wow. Out of
Well, that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning.
all right.
Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
They contact me tomorrow, Walker. Take care of yourself, Agent Walker. That's crazy. Alright, we can call that a day there. Let's power off this system and see what goes on here. And we're almost at 2 hours, or 1 hour and 53. And let's see how this ends up. And then on my next stream, we'll pick up on the next 2 days. We'll be able to finish out the game. I don't want to burn up all my hours.
You need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions.
What?
He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
See, Skinner's in on this. They don't like us snooping around. The screen's all black. What's going on? There's the alarm clock. Guess we're taking a shower. Interesting. Alright, this is the third day. Now we're going to let the system boot up. And then I think we're going to call it a, yeah, we're going to do a part 2. So I think tomorrow I'll do another stream and we'll pick up and finish out the next 2 days. So let's see. I think if we do here. Yeah. So we can pick this back up right here at this point there. We can go back to the main menu. And we'll be able to pick up right where we left off. So, we will do, I will mark this video day 1 and day 2. And as of tomorrow, probably about the same time, probably about 8:15, we'll pick up on the second part. We only have 2 days, so we'll do day 3 and day 4. So hopefully you guys like this, and this was, again, my first time doing a actual game stream. And I just wanted to switch things up. The karaoke was starting to become a little, you know, monotonous. So, I actually do get some new karaoke, so I might actually do some more of that and stuff. And I do get some of my technical training and stuff coming you guys' way. And I got a lot more video games, too, that we can play. I got some hacking games. I got a little mixture of different games. This kind of show a little bit of my personality there, too. So if you guys haven't, you can always definitely check out the Mentor's main YouTube. And hang out. Come and hang out on the Discord if you guys want to learn some, like, hacking skills and learn some more little technical stuff. And also leave me some feedback if you like the game content and stuff. Hopefully I'll create some more of this and stuff if we got more interest and stuff. So again, I'm not much of a gamer, but I thought I would just play some games I thought you guys might find interesting. So I thank everybody for stopping and hanging out and giving me some love and some support. And if you can, hit that like button and definitely leave me a comment. Like and subscribe and just tell me, yeah, type of content you guys would like to see, and if you liked any of this content. And on that note, I want to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in 2 and 2. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, I love you guys. Take care, and as always, Semper Fi, hoorah! And as always, keep smiling. I love you guys. All right, bye-bye.